Hello, everybody, and thanks for joining me. I am Jim Coppinger. I am the technical principal here at ZenTek Consultants. And today I want to talk to you guys about using Bluebeam Revu for pre-construction surveys and as-builts. And the reason that I want to show you guys that is because this is actually kind of a practical demonstration. It's a follow-up to part of our construction chaos to control series. And this ties into a previous video I've done called How to Eliminate Manual Workflows. And if you look in the description down below, you'll see that there is a link to that video. If you haven't seen it yet, I strongly recommend you pause this one, go look at that, so you'll have an idea of what we're talking about and why we're getting into this today. But just to kind of summarize, right, what I talked about in there is the idea that relying on older, whether it's paper-based or manual data entry workflows for tasks like pre-construction surveys and it's your CAD design or your as-built documentation, right? Anything where you have people going out in the field and doing work and handling items that need to be communicated to other people. When that data is siloed and it's kept in emails and Excel files and Word documents and on this server and that server, all of that can lead to miscommunication between your designers and your contractors and your subs, right? And that all means, delays, misunderstandings, rework, legal battles, loss of time and money, the things we are always trying to avoid. And what we really want to show you guys is that you can take all of that information and centralize it into a format and a structure using a tool like Bluebeam Revu. To centralize it so that everybody on the job can add to it, look at it, communicate with it, and use one single file. I strongly recommend PDFs. That's why we're using Bluebeam Revu, because everybody knows how to work with PDFs. Everybody can read them. Everybody's got some kind of an editing software, even if they don't have Bluebeam Revu. And centralizing that will really help you guys eliminate all of those problems, right? So let me give you kind of a couple of examples here of what we're talking about. So you see here, I just have kind of a basic site plan. We're just going to do a pre-construction survey. When we talk about pre-con surveys, I'm not talking about, a land survey, right? A full legal land survey kind of thing, right? We get those, but when we get those are really legal documents with, meets and bounds and coordinates and elevations, right? The legal requirement items, those are great. What I'm really talking about here are the pre-con survey, where you need to be able to go out and kind of identify different, defects and anomalies and weirdnesses that are on the site, right? That are going to have the potential to negatively impact your construction activities, right? Things like, cracks in structures and ground settlements and water damage and, the neighbor's fences over the property line, right? All of the things that can come back to bite you later on, right? And that's the kind of stuff that we can really use a tool like Bluebeam Revu to really improve communications and centralize it so that there's a record of everything that you saw in advance, right? And that everybody understands exactly what it is without the need for extensive descriptions, all right, of telling people like, hey, where is this problem? Well, there's a crack. It's on the south wall of the building, and if it's, like maybe 3 feet from the southwest corner, and if you go midway up the wall on the second window from the right to the, it's like, oh man, it becomes a nightmare to try and sort that, right? Instead, what we can do is you can use a tool like Bluebeam. And what's great about this is we can create these tools on the fly. I'm just going to kind of zoom in on this building here. But we can also have kind of pre-built setups. And there's some very simple ones up in here. So you see I've got some basic tools pre-built for some of the common things that I do in a pre-con survey. Right? So like I said, maybe there is a cracked wall. Right? So I can go in and I can just grab a tool and say, hey, you know what? This wall over here, there's a crack on that wall. Right? And you see it's already set, it's already built, it's a CW for cracked wall. It already calls it out, right, as a cracked wall. Right? Wall not fit a smooth repair, it's got to be fixed. Right? All right, so I've got a cracked wall. That's great. I got a little symbol so I can roughly see where it is, but I can easily go in here and I can also do things like add a measurement. Right? So again, using Bluebeam, I can just scale and say, hey, that cracked wall, it's right here. Right? And that is 36 foot 9 inches from the corner. I know exactly where it is, so there's no question that there is a cracked wall where it is along the building. And then I can even go in here and I can just easily tag in using Bluebeam Revu. I'm just going to grab some an image that I took of the crack and tag it to that. And then I just save this PDF. Now everybody on the entire project, from the architect to the owner, every sub, everybody out there knows I've got a record about the crack, where it was before we even put a single item or person on the line. right, out in the field, and they can just go in and look at it and say, oh, there's the crack wall. That's the photo of the crack. We know exactly what it looked like, what the problem was, right? Same thing, right? If I've got, maybe there's some spalling over here on this side, right? And I don't need to measure it. It's kind of general spalling across the whole setup. And I can change those, right? Or I can go in here and right click on them. And again, I'm just going to grab hit the wrong button. Sorry about that. I'm going to, go in and I'm going to grab another file. You see I've got a picture of the spalling over here. And again, same thing. Now I can just click on it and there's a picture of the spalling. Right? And this all gets saved and it stays inside the PDF file. Right? So I can even go in and I can do additional call out notes if there are additional information that I need to put in here, right? Maybe I want to go in, I want to put in a nice note, right? And you see I can put in kind of a standardized note that comes in predefined, right? Or I can easily go in here and I can change this into what we call properties mode, right? So I can just go in and say, hey, maybe there's another problem, right, over on this corner, right? So I can just go from this corner, right? And I can say, corner was hit by truck, whatever it may be. Right? But you see, just like that, I can easily put in and call out all very simple major components on my pre-con structure. And the idea is that, if you think about it, I didn't have to fill out a Word document or an Excel file or, send 17 different emails, right? I can centralize this and I can use whether it's SharePoint or Google Drive, or even the one that I really like here is built into Bluebeam is their Bluebeam Studio online hosting service, right? Where you can share files and everybody can access them through the web so that other people can see these and read these and look at the photos. Right? Centralizing that idea of communication, right, for your pre-construction surveys goes a long way to eliminating all of those, manual workflow errors and problems and miscommunications that we run into. Right? And again, I've got very, very simple tools built out here, right? But you can build these and make these as detailed or as complex as you need. Right, for everything that you might want under the sun. And you can even put all of your own and build your own custom data fields in here. And maybe you're saying, hey, Jim, it's great, but, the owner of the site that I'm working on, the guy's, a troglodyte. He has absolutely zero computer capabilities. The best I can do is give him an Excel spreadsheet he can understand. It's not a problem. I can just pull this all out directly out to a CSV, and I can add in the images and call the whole thing out and call out all of the different, issues and concerns and problems that I have, right, all right here. Right, into an Excel spreadsheet with no problem. Exactly when it was done, who did it, what the problem was, what was noted. Right, so if I have to summarize it in some different way, I can do it to an Excel file. I can even do it to a summary, PDF. Right, where I can go in and if I do need to send this out to someone who just isn't going to be able to get into Bluebeam, right, rather than do it there, I can do it as a PDF file and I can kind of include. And I'll show you real quick. Right, see, all the wrong ones. Here we go. So you can see all of the individual links. And you see it's showing me the little mini images and the call outs, and I can click on those and generate what I need and put borders. Right? There's a million things you can do with it. I don't want to get too far into the weeds on the software here. Right? But the other thing that I wanted to talk about here is the idea of, right, that's great, right? At the beginning of the job, we can go in, we can call out all the problems, all the issues on our pre-con. Then what happens when we get to the end and we got to start doing as-built and there were changes? Right, and modifications, right? That's an area we all struggle with, right? And I talked about in the other video about, getting, markups on napkins and plywood and all other kinds of ways of getting as-builts done. But what if you can just go on a tablet or a 2-in-1 or even on your phone, right? And you can just go in and say, look, here are the tools. Right, so let's say, for example, that in this particular case, for whatever reason, there was something in the way here of this run of pipe on my storm sewer, right? We couldn't run this pipe in here. So what I had to do was kind of cut it at like a 45-degree angle, put in another manhole, and then I could run down to here. No problem. What do I do with things like that? Well, I can easily go in here, and instead of going back and forth, right, 100 times and having different sketches and taking photos of sketches and emailing it to people, we can handle the entire as-built structure right here. Right? So I can easily go in and say, okay, what I had to do, and this is one of the things I really love about Bluebeam, it can work as a fully functional, lightweight CAD system if you set it up properly. So I can just go in here and say, look, I had to put in, right, a pipe. So we had to take a pipe. We had to go from this center of this structure here, and you see that I can put in the actual, rough idea of where the pipe is. See, look, I had to go right 100 feet, right? Ooh, yeah, at an angle of 45 degrees down from north. Okay, and there it is. So you see, put in my pipe. This time I got 100 feet of underground pipe right there, and then at that point, I had to put in a storm manhole right at the end of this pipe, right here. Right, and I'll say we had to put in, it was a 1.5 foot radius, right, or a 3 foot manhole, there it is, right? And then that's now the new connection to the storm pipe going the other way. That's where it all went, right? And I can also go in and say, okay, what was removed? Well, what I had to do is I had to delete the pipe that ran from here up to here and then out to this point. That all had to be removed. And you can see it's highlighted in yellow. So I can easily set, right, and put in whatever as-built. And again, you can put as many tools and different features as you need, but the idea that these are all to actual size, right? And that from here, you can actually get these over to your engineer, your architect, and we can export these markups out, isolate them, export them out, and they can just bring them right into your CAD system. All right, so it's that idea of centralizing all of the, not just the basic markups and what's going on throughout the job, but before we start the job, during the life cycle of the job, and then even the as-builts, right, and the closeout at the end. All of this data, right, can be integrated and used and shared from a central location, which really makes a dramatic difference in trying to eliminate all of those communication problems that cost us so much time and money. So there you go. There's my little mini demo for you guys today. I hope that helped. I hope it gets you the concept, and I'll catch you in our next Chaos to Control video. Have a good day, guys.